Welcome to the Horror Friendly Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Horror Friendly Podcast, part of the You Run Podcast Network. My name is Katie, and I am joined by Jean-Telly Tao.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good. I'm good. Just, yeah.
Same old.
Same old.
Same old. World's on fire.
World's on fire, everything's shit. But apart from that,
try to distract ourselves a little for 5 minutes.
just distract ourselves with films about evil Superman.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not convinced it's helped.
That's true. Has it made everything worse? Well, let's find out.
When even Superman's gone bad. But yes, let's get straight into it then. We have decided to cover Brightburn, the 2019 horror sci-fi.
Ooh.
Directed by David Yarovesky. Tori and Kyle find a baby boy in a spaceship and adopt him as their own child, Brandon. However, after turning 12, Brandon learns that he has superpowers and begins to use them for sinister purposes. Katie, what did you think of this one?
I heard this was really bad. And so I was like, oh, is this going to be a good one for me and Sal to cover? And it wasn't as shit as I thought it was going to be. Still wasn't great. But yeah, first time watch. I did remember when it came out. Yeah, I know it got quite mixed reviews, I think, from what I've read up. But yeah, okay, not great. Not as bad as I thought. What about you?
Yeah, I don't really know what to expect. Again, I hadn't actually heard anything about this one. Like that cover is so weird.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so I was like, okay. I liked the beginning because I liked the fact that in one scene we actually knew so much about Tori and Kyle.
Yes.
Like that, just panning around their house, that we knew that they were trying for a baby. We knew that obviously this is what they wanted. And I was like, I actually love how much this story is telling us without telling us. But it just fell flat. I feel like they could have done so much more with it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like we found out a lot about them as people, but then as soon as Brandon turned up, I felt like you didn't really know anything about him. Like suddenly he was just evil. There was no like like kind of toying between the idea of being good and being bad. Like there was nothing, and just suddenly he became evil. And so you make the good point of like the parents having a backstory, but there was nothing really with Brandon. Like obviously there's a major backstory, but like nothing like about him changing his ways and deciding to go to be evil. It was just suddenly he was evil.
Yeah, like he literally got powers and went, oh, I know what I can do with these, because he's 12 and puberty, and a girl said no to him, and so he fucking went mental. Like,
but we've all been there, you know, when you find out you're an alien and like,
you know. But that was it. It wasn't like his birth parents turned up to like sway him. It wasn't
exactly.
The only thing that happened was his dad tried to like take his switch off him or something, and it was like he lost his shit, and it's like,
give it to me.
I'm sorry, what'd you just say to me?
I said, give it to me.
Why?
Yeah, like
but again,
what was it that ignite? Like I don't know. Like I understand, like he went to the spaceship and then it was saying things to him, but there was all of that, but like there wasn't actually any like explanation that he was just like, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do.
We didn't have any we didn't see him kind of like, he was just suddenly 12. Like there was a couple of home videos, but it wasn't like, oh, as a 6-year-old he accidentally killed a fish. It was, or like there was no like progression that he was gonna be evil. Yeah,
it just at 12 it was suddenly like, yep,
cool, I'm so evil, I'll kill my own parents. Like,
yeah, I'll kill everyone in this fucking film.
Like, I know they tried to kill him. Like I get that, but yeah, it was just like him drawing himself like taking over the world. I'm like, wow, you went from like 0 to 1,000.
Exactly, like that, and that's what I mean. It was such a good idea for a film. I feel it just wasn't executed well enough.
No,
it was just like all of a sudden he's evil.
Was it meant to be like the inverse of Smallville, I guess?
Yeah, I think so. Like Brightburn is like a small town in Kansas, and like Smallville is the same. So there are a few like Superman references in there. So I understand what they were trying to go with.
But yeah, but like I think Smallville was obviously a much longer series, so we could see the progression.
Exactly, yeah.
But you could obviously see like Superman coming up against things and being like, well, how do I handle this as an alien? This was just very like almost like a spoiled brat not
Yeah.
getting his way, and that was how it played, rather than this kid having to like face and discover who he was and good or bad. And it's yeah, I don't know. I feel like because we've got the boys as well, which is obviously like quite anti-hero, and I feel like that did it much better.
Yeah, definitely. I've not even seen it, and I agree with you. Well, it's got Jack Quaid in it, and I love him, so I'm sure. Yeah, yeah, but and also like how the parents, sorry, Tori and Kyle were just like, oh, it's really weird. Like I don't know why he's acting out like this. Like you found him in a spaceship in the forest.
But also, I'm like, he's 12, he's a teenager. This is your next 6 years of life.
Yeah,
Like it's so funny to me when parents are like, I don't know whether I'm like, come on, we all went through our teen years.
I know,
Like-
and then like that's a normal thing to think, but there's an additional thing where they found him in the woods.
Yes,
Like he's not going to be a normal dude. He's an alien, for fuck's sake.
He's literally an alien. I love the fact as well. Like, did they tell child services that this kid turned up?
I wondered about all of that.
Yeah,
I was
right?
like, how did he get enrolled into school? Like,
Did he have a birth certificate, or did they just forge it? Like,
I guess they forged it. Yeah,
I guess they forged it and just said that she gave birth. Like,
I guess so.
like, okay, what do you do if you find a kid in the woods?
Yeah, guys, tell us.
Especially like if it's come in a spaceship, like you wouldn't go to child services because you'd be like,
Well, no,
you know,
because no one
they're
would
going to
believe
take
you.
it. They'd also take the kid away from you and immediately start doing experiments.
Yeah.
So I understand their like human response to want to protect a baby, but also it's so funny again that he then becomes like so evil when his parents had that. So he just shows the
like
difference.
quite loving. Yeah.
Yeah, like we want to protect you, and then as soon as he had a power, he was like, "Well, you said no to me, so dead." And it's like,
Exactly.
fuck's sake.
Well, turns out they probably should have been fucking testing him because he just kills everyone
Yeah, apparently so.
in the most violent way.
Also, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I know I'm like jumping way ahead to him
Go
like,
on,
killing, but
it's
again,
fine.
I can see the cover. What did you think of his costume?
I was literally just thinking this as you were like saying about it. Like you were saying about how he looked. I just didn't find, because of how he was, like his personality, I didn't find him scary.
No.
Like maybe the mask was interesting, and I kind of like there were like kind of signs of the like red cape. Like I think he had like a red throw on his bed, and that was quite a cool like reference to Superman. But I don't know. I think because I really wasn't keen on his character, I didn't find him scary.
No.
No.
And I think that's it. Like he was, yeah, like he played it quite well. Like when he was breaking the girl's hand at school.
Yeah.
But also
Yeah, he
when
plays
she
like a
was
good
like, he's a
little shit.
pervert, and you're like, and he gets upset about it. Like, dude, you were looking through her window. Which again, typical narcissist, you call them out. And they said, why are you telling people that? It makes me look bad. I'm like, well, don't do the weird thing then.
Yeah, well, don't look at your fucking
Don't be a fucking
schoolmate.
stalker.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
I just think I know he was a child, like, but it looks like a child-made costume.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's not threatening. Like if you, I
No.
understand the zooming eyes are quite scary, but if you saw that in the street, you'd be like, is it Halloween?
Exactly. Yeah, it just wasn't. I understand, like you said, like it is meant to look like he's made it himself, like because it is, but you're meant to find something kind of like eerie about that, and there just wasn't any of that for me. Like, yeah, like you say, like the laser eyes, I guess. I mean, they got a good kill out of it, so fine, they got use of it. But again, like I obviously know that I say this a lot, but maybe a little bit too CGI'd when it came like with the jump scares and stuff. It just didn't. I mean, there were some kills, you know, I know I'm skipping, but there were some kills that were pretty effective, and there was one that I thought of you, particularly. If you
Which one was that by any chance?
Eyes.
Like, yeah,
but yeah, we'll get onto that.
I was brave. I did watch it, but it was horrible.
Yeah,
I didn't like it. But even like his symbolism, did we find out what it meant?
Wasn't it BB like Brandon, his last name?
Not Brightburn.
Brandon Breyer.
Breyer.
Well, it could have been Brightburn as well, but I think in the film they say like, oh, it could be Brandon.
I completely missed actually that was BB. Did they say that? Did I just completely?
They did say that. The
Was I
sheriff
bored
said
by
that, I
that
think.
point when I was like, what's
maybe.
Because
But
I
yeah,
was like, that's
because-
quite. Where's he getting that from? Like, where's that symbolism? But
Yeah, maybe Brightburn or maybe his name. Because I guess you've got like Lois Lane, you've got Clark Kent, like they're trying to like get with that iteration, I guess. But yeah, again, fine.
fine. I also think as well, because like the tagline is like, he's not here to save the world. And I'm like, but at no point was that an option. Like the world but do you know what I mean? Like he only went up against his parents and he's like someone from school and the show. Like there was never like the world needed saving and he was like, haha, joke's on you. I'm gonna kill you.
No, that's true.
Like he just like we only found out he blew up the world in the credits.
Yeah, that was only we only found out that he like started, fucking whatever, going into buildings and shit.
Yeah, this was very much oh my god, what do they call it? Whereas like something happens to you and you're like, oh, that's your story, that's your starting point. Fuck.
I know what you mean.
Backstory?
Yeah, like
there's
something
a different
story.
Word. Villain, that's your villain arc or your villain story.
Yeah, okay, your arc. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like you're right. Like as soon as the credit it started too late. Like it started in the credits.
Yeah.
Like we wanted to see that shit in the film.
Like, and that's the thing, like I get it, because this was supposed to be his beginning, his arc, or his like his reason.
But that wasn't
his villain story,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
There's a really famous expression.
We'll think of it. We'll remember it. But yeah, I feel like Tori was just like a massive boy mom as well. That pissed me off.
But you'll always be my baby boy.
Like, oh, it couldn't possibly be my alien son that's like broken this. My alien son with super strength. It can't possibly be him that broke that girl's hand in one.
No, I do love her standing up to the other mum to be like, if it makes you feel better at night, to shit on a 14-year-old or 12-year-old. Because to be fair, the things the mum was saying, like putting it down to his adoption, because like she wasn't actually slagging off Tori. She was like, well, we all know where he's come from, as if like to be adopted makes you worse.
Yeah.
So I loved that Tori defended him for that, because the mum was way out of line. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but your kid broke a girl's hand.
Yeah. Yeah, like at the beginning it was kind of like, she's just wants to be a mum her whole life.
Yeah.
And you can kind of like empathize with that she like has finally got a child.
Yeah.
But, like after a while it was like, wow, I mean, like he's literally killed your husband and like you're still like, wow, I love you. You did nothing wrong.
That's got to be so, like we've said this before, like I do kind of feel for people whose kids grow up to be like killers, because you would think for the majority, like obviously some people are raised by like you don't just magically become a good person because you're a parent. Like some parents are fucking awful. But if you have been what you consider like, or what you think you've done your best and you've been a loving parent, and your kid turns out to be the devil, that's got to be hard. But at the same time, like he's literally gonna kill you. Like I know that she tried to kill him, but it is literally that way. Like she knows she's gonna die. But she also knows she can't save everyone now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. And it sort of felt like it was I don't know, I just sort of I just got boy mum in my head instantly, because of course, like you're going to be protective of your son, but
it was
after a while, I mean, come on, Tori, sort your shit out.
Yeah, after a while you're like, you have to discipline.
You can't just
defend that, like
no. Yeah. So no, she frustrated me a bit. And it was quite interesting because it was like the dad in this horror film wasn't being believed, and it usually is the mum. It's usually the mum that's like, oh, I can hear these noises, and I can. So I thought that was kind of different. Like we were on the dad's side because we're normally on the mum's side. So
that's true actually. Yeah, for the first time, and then like the dad immediately was like, we must kill him, and it's like, why?
Straight to kill.
Why is it straight to, you're threatened by your sons, your immediate instinct is to kill? But I also get it, like.
Well, it's like, oh, he doesn't bleed, so I'll shoot him. Like,
yeah, it was that. It's like he's never broken a bone, he's never bled in his life, and it's like,
and why you can really take the risk of killing the 12-year-old boy, like
because he's never like bled. Like, check that he bleeds first, surely.
Like, prick him with a pin or something. Like, you don't go straight to shooting him in the head.
But also, again, it's that way. So again, we're kind of like joking that he just hit puberty and then his powers come in, so he's immediate. Of course, he's evil. It's puberty. So like, had the dad continued to be like loving and supportive, could the parents have swayed him? Like, would Superman be a good guy if he'd been raised by Lex's parents?
Yeah. Well, It's difficult because at the beginning they seem like a loving family, and then he was already showing signs of. So I don't know. I'm not sure whether he would have changed. It seemed like he was going down that path regardless.
Yeah, but I also think your dad shooting you in the back is probably definitely going to accelerate that process. Oh,
That's gonna do it, I suppose.
yeah. What started you as a villain? Well, my
My
dad shot me in the
head.
back. I went home to see my mum and she tried to stab me in the back. So, no one loves me.
Yeah. So fuck them both. I killed them.
So I killed them both and blew up the world,
As you do.
Like, what
Yeah,
does
you're
he do
right. You're
next?
right.
He's blown up the world. Where does he
Yeah,
go
there was a
next?
plane. There was a plane.
Well, because didn't he make it look like the plane crash was what killed his parents rather than himself?
Yes.
Only to then go and blow things up. So I'm like, well, hang on. It wasn't like you were going to be done for the murder while you're sat there eating cookies.
No,
Like,
wait, I'm not done.
it's like, do you know? Yeah, he had some cookies and then was like, I'm lonely now. I'm going to go blow up some more things because I have
Yeah.
feelings.
Yeah, you're right, because it's like that should be, if he wants to get away with it, why is he doing more?
Well, it wasn't even that, but I was like, if you knew, you were going to accelerate, why did you even try and cover up the first bit? Because
Yeah.
like, sure, he doesn't care about killing people now. So like, was he just gonna kill the sheriff if they came to arrest him? Like,
I guess so. I mean, the one thing I did like about it was the the like the uncle and aunt. I 100% thought it was going to be the auntie that was going to die. Like there was a whole build up to it, and I quite like the fact that like the uncle, who I'm actually going to say his name, Noah, like just there's no jump scare. He just turns on the light and sees him. Just
yeah.
sees him like, why are you wearing this creepy mask? What are you doing here? And like I kind of like that it was all set up to be the auntie that was going to get killed.
And they were so real. It was when they were
Yeah,
in like the restaurant and then he started back talking to dad. I think that was the bit about the switch or whatever he was
yeah.
playing on. And he was like, give it back. You can't. Oh, no, no. He'd bought him a gun for his birthday. Sorry. And he was like, give me the gun. As it's like, you don't get to demand. If I'd spoken to my parents like that as a kid, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know.
So I just thought that was, and then like the uncle and aunt look at each other and they're like, "You sure you want kids?" And I was like, these two are actually like the voice of reason.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but again, the auntie like Brandon knocks on the door and then she doesn't think to like phone her sister and be like, "Oh, by the way, Brandon stopped by." Like
Yeah.
if my niece did that, that would be the first thing I'd do was call my brother and be like, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Also, wasn't
Like
it
she
like
didn't, she just
nighttime?
sends him away, which is fine, but like at least tell your sister what's going on.
It was also like nighttime. I'm like, yeah, your kid is walking home in the dark.
Yeah, like I thought maybe she would like offer to drop him off and that's where he would be killed. She would
Yeah.
be killed, sorry, but obviously not. So that was kind of a weird choice as well. Like I liked Noah's death. I thought it was really gory and really effective and quite that was probably one of the best things of the film.
Mm.
But it was a strange way to do it. I don't know whether it was meant to like throw us off, and it did, but I don't know in a very good way. It was just kind of like, oh, that was a bit weird.
I think once we knew he was giving him a lift, we kind of accepted he was going to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a hard one, isn't it?
And it was mental that he survived. Then he was suddenly in hospital. Like, what? His jaw had fallen off. But then I do get it in that way because they go to the hospital and like explain the injuries, and it's like, well, how can the 12-year-old boy do that? Or even if he's like come from this weird place in the forest, like he can't possibly like do that to someone. So I obviously like you're not going to instantly be like, oh yeah, that was my son.
I think
But
as well because the son had. It wasn't like at 3 years old he was making his toys float. Like they never
yeah,
assumed he had powers.
no,
I mean, the kid didn't know he had powers until the beginning of the movie.
mm,
So
yeah,
it is that where it's like you wouldn't believe it was him. You wouldn't believe he could do
no,
that much. They're obviously getting suspicious. But I
mm,
think if I knew that's where my kid had come from, I wouldn't be so hesitant to believe.
no. You'd be
Like,
like, what? It came from a fucking spaceship. Like, come on.
yeah. Like
Like obviously I know they probably don't call it a spaceship, but it was some sort of machine that a baby was on. Like
it was
that's
on, it appeared in the middle of the night. Like your son keeps going back to it and like talking to it.
and she saw him fucking levitate and did nothing about it. It was just like, oh well, I'll give you a hug and it will all be fine. That's what I mean. Boy mums, they're annoying.
Boy mums, can we just accept that sometimes they're from space and they float?
Yeah.
Okay, like
Sometimes they're wrong.
and if they
Okay?
do that, they are wrong. And if they start breaking people's hands and stalking them, can we do something about it?
Yeah. And like tearing off people's jaws, then please.
Christ. Like, yeah. But this, and again, like, not to blame the parents, but I'm kind of blaming some of the parenting.
Hmm.
but because it's like, come on, like, why are you protecting him? But the dad was
Yeah.
also trying to be too firm, and it
Yeah.
backfired. But I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it
feel like
did.
there was never, they could have done the best parenting in the world. It may not have worked.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Brandon was just a lost cause for some reason when he turned 12. Like, but you're right. Like, it would have been cool to see some, like, maybe they were hiding it. Like, maybe they were in denial. They, like, when he was a kid, he saw some, like, he was like, so he saw some things float, and like, that would have been quite good. Because it
Well,
would have been like, oh, the
yeah.
parents are in denial a bit, but it just sort of suddenly came on. It was weird.
I just think as well, like, again, it's like, oh, it's him versus the world. And I'm like, that's not what the movie was. Like, your tagline,
No,
and again, I'm so fixated on it. Maybe your tagline, your movie don't match. Like,
no, it doesn't.
this was
Because
a
that's not,
family film. Like,
yeah, this, it wasn't him versus the world. This was about Brightburn. This was about the place that he lived at. Like,
yeah. And specifically his parents and a couple of family friends.
and his crush's mum, which is fucking savage, like just
Yeah.
killed her insanely violently. Like, I mean, how did you find the eye thing?
Oh, it was pretty grim.
Yeah.
It also
I
took
mean,
ages for her to put it out. And I was like, can you? And again, like, I wouldn't have, but you also shouldn't have. Like, you ever get something jabbed in you?
you
Like,
keep it in, right?
you keep it in and go to the hospital.
Mm.
Like, I don't know, you can't blink. Then you just
Yeah.
have to get to the hospital. Oh my God.
Yeah, to be fair, I think if I had that, I think I would just have to put it out. But that's just me. Anyway, we won't
I
talk about that for too long.
really don't know what could do in that situation.
Yeah.
I just
I
run to
actually
the
really want to
hospital.
ask you that.
I don't know. I feel like I would just panic and run to the hospital screaming.
But if you were in a fight or flight mode when someone was attacking you, you know.
I think I'd run. I think I
Yeah.
would fly because I think I'd be like, it's in my eye, get it out. Like, that's the problem. I'd probably just be like, like, I'd be so panicky, they'd still be fighting me and I wouldn't even be aware of it.
Yeah.
There'd be like something hanging out my chest and I'd be like, my eye.
Yeah. There'd be like half of you and you'd be like, ow,
Yeah, like my legs scarf, and I'm like, make it stop. And they'd be like, they'd be waiting for me to like bleed out. And I'd be like,
So you definitely wouldn't survive this, this one.
Not if I was that person. Again, I need to stop giving away my weaknesses.
You do. You definitely
This is why
do.
I actually wear glasses. I don't actually need them. It's to stop.
Anything coming in. Yeah, but that was pretty, I mean, I was surprised at how violent this film was. I was pleasantly, because I thought, you know, if anything's going to bring it back, it's going to be at least the violence. Because if there wasn't that, I'm not sure. I think it would be a struggle.
The gore was good, but it was it was, like you say, it was surprising because nothing else was good.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like, oh wow, okay, they've got something right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was almost wasted on this. I'm like, no one's gonna see this.
But when we were asking about like what films we should do, this was one that was put. Like,
is that because everyone thought we'd just slag it off for an hour?
Maybe, yeah. Well, you're going to be in for a treat if that's the case. But
well, to link it to last week's, the middle school scenes were shot at the now defunct Patrick Henry High School in Stockbridge, Georgia, which is where they filmed Hawkins Middle School and Hawkins High School in season 1 and 2 of Stranger Things.
Cool.
So there you go. We even had a connection to last week.
Excellent. We've managed to find a connection.
I know.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, I don't know. It just felt weak.
Yeah. A couple of things I found. I was kind of interested because, like, about the Superman connection. Because I'm not really like, I don't think I've ever watched anything really with Superman in, but I'm obviously aware of it and I'm aware of what he is and everything. But it was quite interesting, like reading up on that. I'm aware of like, I know what it is.
You know, it's
but
about
like
powers.
the different references, like I was saying earlier, exactly. Like with the red blanket, which I said before, and like the airplane scene, I think that's quite like a prominent thing in the Superman films as well. I thought that was quite good, and like the symbol functions, obviously the SS with the S with Superman. So there was a few bits in there that. And I guess the one thing I read up here was like expectation versus reality. Like the film relies on our assumption that he's going to be good because all superheroes are. So it's kind of interesting that they change it. But as I was saying before, like it's just not executed as well as I wanted it to be.
No, and I think as well, like the way it was advertised, and again the tagline. But even when he very quickly goes bad, so there was yeah, it like
Mm.
our assumption isn't there for very long. Like even when
Yeah.
you start the film, you're like, oh, he's going to be a baddie.
Yeah,
So I think it
exactly.
would have been really interesting to see him toying with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And like there was a quite a good line. It was like, oh, Superman, um, asks what happens when God chooses to protect us. Brightburn asks what happens when God doesn't care. And like that's a good quote, but it's also kind of like
Irrelevant.
a bit too deep for this
It's also
and
irrelevant.
irrelevant.
This like was there even a mention of God in this film? Like there
No,
wasn't.
well, it's just an example that
No, but you know
like,
what I mean. Like it's
yeah,
not. Again, they seem to have been like, these really powerful taglines will get people
yeah.
in, but they had nothing to do with the film.
No, especially the I didn't even think about the one that they've currently got, and that is mental because it's so irrelevant.
Yeah,
It's
and
like
it's
it sets it up to be like a superhero film, like a like a villain film, like oh
yeah.
he's gonna destroy the world, and it isn't that, and it's okay that it isn't that, but don't make it like it's don't advertise it like it's like that.
There's so many ways they could have gone with this. They could have gone with him having to try and save the world, despite the fact he hates it.
Mm,
They could have gone with him against the world, but I don't know, like teaming up with a good guy and then halfway
yeah.
through switching sides, and us being so shocked by it. Yeah, I just like they could have gone so many different directions.
Mm. And like you say,
Um,
like just at
yeah.
least give him some substance where like he's at least toying with it.
Yeah. Like again, I almost would have rather have seen his parents survive so that because he almost like he kept them funny and kept them funny. He kept them alive to see him go bad.
Yeah.
Like because that would have hurt more. Yeah, because if you're like,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what
Yeah,
I
it
mean?
would
They
have like
knowing you can't stop.
prolonged it. Yeah.
Yeah, like knowing you can't stop the world ending.
Mm.
Yeah, so I just think there's definitely ways they could have done. Well, we could have been like, oh, he's changed his mind, and then actually he just did it to be a
Yeah.
sicko.
Yeah, that would
Um,
have been good.
but I
That would
also
have at
thought,
least
yeah,
given him a bit more depth and it would have been like, oh, cool, like
oh,
this
he
is a
saved his
change up.
parents. Oh, that was why. Like,
Yeah.
because somebody mentioned about a sequel, and I think it was James Gunn, was like, there's not really space for it. And I'm like, yeah, because like he blew up the world in the credits. Like, where'd you go from that? Like, and that's
Yeah.
it. This was his origin, but
Yeah, that was a weird, I feel like that was a weird move. Like it felt like it was too much in the film at the end. Like they should have just maybe done one thing and then it could have just been like, oh, what could he possibly do next? But there was so much in the credits of like him just going around the world destroying it. And that's fine, but it was like one, if it was a completely different film, where was that in the film? And two, like wait, like keep that for the sequel. But
also like,
obviously
how much did that credit scene cost them to like blow up a bunch of things?
exactly. Exactly. What's the fucking point? In a credit scene, that's where all your money goes.
it's
Weird.
it's also weird because like there's so many like mid reviews for this. Like I think everyone's just like it was fine. Like no one was
Yeah,
really
it's
impressed by it. No one hated it,
yeah.
but I don't feel anyone's really going to watch it again because it's just
I feel like that's so much worse than bad.
yeah,
It's so much worse than bad
so much
because you
worse
just
than it
don't
was.
really have an opinion on it. Whereas when it's bad, at least you're passionate about it. At least like with Sharknado, you showed your passion, tell.
Yeah, but again, that's still a film I'd watch drunk. If someone recommended this to me, I'd be like, no,
Yeah.
because again, we already know the outcome.
No, absolutely not.
Like, and we've
Yeah.
said that before as well. Like, unfortunately, a lot of the time you can only be surprised once, which is why films with a big twist need things
Mm,
throughout for that lead up. So when
yeah.
you watch it more, you're like, oh my god, I didn't notice that last time. This was
Yeah.
just like, well, we knew he was going to be bad, so I wasn't surprised the first time.
No, there were no surprises. There was nothing really
Yeah, there's a few saying
to
like a
keep you
good take,
watching.
but
Mm.
yeah,
Cool idea. Just
what if
a waste of an
Superman was
idea. Good idea.
evil? And like,
Yeah.
yeah, and again, I think they've done it so much better before, where
Mm.
we've been like, oh, will they pick good or bad?
Yeah. Like thinking, oh, which side should I go on? Like
Yeah,
everyone loves those kind of stories, like the a villain origin, like how they became who they are.
yeah,
Like, people want to see that because it's interesting, like Star Wars and people like that kind of shit.
mm.
So and like the Joker and stuff, they like seeing how he became who he was. So they could have done something really cool with this, I think.
It would have been quite funny if he had bumped into like Clark Kent.
Yeah.
and been like, oh my God, I'm not the only one that was abandoned in a spaceship. But then like, yeah, like Clark Kent was trying to save the world and he was trying to sabotage.
Yeah. Yeah, they might have, but that would have been quite cool. Like, it might put him in a different perspective, or like, I don't know, just thrown something else at it. Maybe thrown like something else in the equation. So he's like, do I want to be like this? Do I not want to be more like this guy? Like, just anything.
Just to have like a glimmer of a thought process.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a thought, Brandon. That's what we're looking for.
Oh God, it's like, don't piss off the quiet kid. I'm like,
Yeah, well,
no, that's,
oh,
I don't know. I just think it was stupid.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
well, to
episode.
put it blunt, did you though have a favorite moment?
Yeah, I think my spooky moment was probably Noah's death, actually. I thought that was really good. I liked when like Brandon lifted him up. I thought that was quite effective. And his death was gnarly as fuck. So,
Yeah.
you know, like, you know, and also like the way he was covering his mouth and then he like took it away and it just was, and I thought, you know, a bit CGI'd, but I thought that was quite, I didn't expect that. So I liked that. What about you? Anything? You gotta name something.
So there's got to be an A moment. Oh, I don't know. I watched it a few days ago, so there's nothing like jumping out at me immediately. I might go with when the dad shot him, because I think as well, like we knew it was going to happen. You could feel the build up. Obviously, Tori was trying to call the dad, although she was like, you're right, kill him.
Yeah.
But I think because I guess there was that like, oh my God, what if he dies? But again, being that we know how films work and there was still movie left. But I think as well, you could see Brandon at that point, just like the ultimate betrayal. Although I love that everyone always tries to kill someone and then begs for their own life. And I'm like, you understand.
Yeah, do you not get how like that works? Like,
yeah, it's like you know, like if
like the other person would be dead right now. Like,
yeah, if you're willing to pull the trigger, you've got to be willing to die, I'm afraid.
exactly. Oh, that's so deep.
So deep, man.
Wow, I don't know if sorry. I don't know if
no.
we've had a film for this long that we've just not really had an opinion about. Like,
yeah,
like we either normally like think, oh, it's pretty good, or just, whereas this is kind of
We'll see if anyone loved it.
Yeah, that
and
would
if
be
so,
interesting.
what are we missing?
Yes. Yeah. Are we missing something? Are we dumb?
Yeah.
You know.
I don't think we're dumb. I think it is dumb.
Yeah.
What is your spookies out of 5? And would you survive?
Okay. I'll do would you survive? Would I survive? Maybe. I mean, he didn't kill everyone in Brightburn.
No.
I could be lucky. Guess if I wasn't part of his family, or like part of his family, or went to his school, then maybe, or someone that pissed him off. Like, you know, the people he killed, he had connections with. Obviously, ignoring the plane. I don't know. If I was on the plane, I obviously wouldn't. I don't know. I think you've just right place, right time with Brandon, because anyone in his sight, he was going to kill.
Yeah.
So probably not.
I was going to say I don't think I'd survive this one, which is annoying because again, it's kind of a meh film, so I don't like not surviving those ones.
Because of the
but
eye.
One because of the eye, because if that was me, it's definitely a weakness. But also because again, he blows up the world in the credits.
Yes.
Like, so actually, again, we can be like, as long as you're not related to him, or you've never met him, or you've never walked across his path.
Doesn't matter.
But then he pretty much just kills the world. So
yeah.
Actually, we're all doomed by a little kid in a mask and a blanket.
I don't want this film to be the one that kills me.
Like, seriously, some of the things we've said we'd survive, but like,
you're right. Like, there's no like tension. There's no like, oh, what if? Like, it's a done deal.
Like, if he blows everything up, we can't survive that.
No, fuck you, Brandon.
So fuck Brandon.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give it 1.5 spookies out of 5.
Really?
I was gonna give it 2. But I'm giving it 1 because of the gore. I actually did really like that. And I think this is an 18 rated, which, you know, don't see very often. And I don't know what the half is for. Maybe because I quite like the parents. I like their relationship. But I think I've literally just made that up. So, yeah. What about you?
I think I'm just going to go 1, to be honest. Like you say, I like the gore. But honestly, I don't think I'd watch this again.
No.
And that just, for me, I'm like, well, why would I give it any more?
No,
I was
valid.
thinking too, because I feel bad giving a film that low because I didn't hate it,
No, I know.
but it's such a mid film. I just have
It's so
no
mid.
interest in ever watching it again.
Yeah, it's like
Like you
boiled
said.
chicken and potatoes.
Like you say, which is worse somehow.
It is, because otherwise you would be passionate about it. You would have an opinion on it if it was
Yeah.
bad or good.
I would
But
tell
this
everyone
is
not
like,
to watch it, and now I'm like,
yeah, I'm
do
like,
what you
watch
want.
it if you want. Watch it, don't watch it.
Watch it if you want, but don't. I didn't recommend it.
Yeah, don't blame me.
Which is so much worse. So what's your view on this film? Don't blame me if you
I
watch
do feel
it.
quite bad if people have, like, you should probably watch them because we give away a lot of spoilers. But if you haven't, we're really not advertising this at all. But if you do watch it after this, please let us know what you thought.
You know what? Not every film we cover is going to be a winner.
Exactly. We've got to do that sometimes. We've got to do different things. We can't
Got it.
always do the ones that we want to do.
Even talking about it's made me yawn.
Well, I better let you go then.
Well, that was our Brightburn episode. If you want to watch it, again, do not blame us. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm sorry it wasn't as entertaining as us slagging it off.
It wasn't, no.
We'll have to pick something more actually shit next time.
Something we have an opinion about.
Something we are passionate enough to have an opinion about, rather than a kid in a blanket. But until next time, we'll be back in a couple of weeks. Check us out on all the socials, see what we're up to, and follow along. Until then, bye.
Until then, bye-bye. Don't die.
Don't die. Actually, I feel so dark nowadays.
Superman might get you or whatever.
Twat, might.
Little twat.
Little dickhead.